Hey everybody, we're in a rush right now. Literally the start of the video, we're actually running. We're running right now because they're testing Fast and Furious with people today. I have a feeling they are. If you see in the title of the video, I have a feeling they're testing today. So we're in the run right now. They're testing with people. Perfect, they finished. Thank you, Metro. Good thing they actually finished up working on these escalators, so on with the intro. Guys are testing with people. They're testing. We're testing. We're trying to run. The shuttles. We're running. We're running. Alright, we made it here. It took us almost a little bit to wait for the shuttle because when we got there, the shuttles had left. There's a lot of construction right now for the Universal Bubble, but I'm not too sure I'll include it in this video because today is just for Fast and Furious ride testing right now. So we might be seeing some people on the ride from the Universal Creative team. And also, I know there's a lot of updates right now, but we have some FanFest nights set up right now. But right now, Fast and Furious right now. Fast and Furious testing. Guys, there are people on the ride. Oh my goodness, there are people on the ride. Let's go. We got people on Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Oh my goodness, family. Let it test again. Also, there's an update on the plaza. Nothing for FanFest, but they're setting up for a private event. So if you do follow me on Instagram, I was like complaining why they're closing it at 7. I saw a few days ago it was at 8. It's because they're gonna have a private event. That's why. Why? The people who rent it out, why in days when I come to Universal, they had to rent out the park? Okay, they're setting up right now in the plaza, so half of it is closed off. Looks like the same setup as Justin Elgato's birthday bash. I'm just kidding, it's not really for Justin's birthday, the previous event. But yeah, there are people on the ride. There are people. Family. Let's go. Family. They're testing. We got. Okay, we're waiting for Fast and Furious to test. What we heard is they're having technical difficulties when I got here. But luckily, I did saw it from the Metro that they were actually testing on like around first row, the people on the first cart. How exciting! Okay guys, we're actually live on YouTube as well since the full point today was to have fun at the park, but this is unexpected. They're testing Fast and Furious today. While I'm here, I'm gonna walk around. Hopefully when I get it from the escalator, I'll actually get a way better shot. So let me actually get some updates before we start the real action fun. Test it out. Also, if you guys haven't watched on Instagram or my YouTube shorts, I did drag Elgato after what he gave me this off on the screen. Yeah, of course. He gave me the freaking 6'7" plushie. Wow, Justin, that's why I dragged him. We're gonna drag everyone from the group to the water play area over at the water bucket. Okay, anyways, let's actually continue with the update. We have loads of updates actually today, but we're trying to actually see if we can get Fast and Furious testing. Okay, right now the plaza's closed right now because they're setting up for a private event that will be starting this. I'm pretty much sure it's for tonight because the park was supposed to close at 8 tonight, but they're gonna have a special event tonight, so that's why. Okay, nothing yet at the unload. Right now, I think they're having technical difficulties with the ride vehicle right now for testing. But someone literally walked in front of me while I was trying to actually started to film over here, so I didn't want to show their face. But yeah, nothing yet. Please, Universal, You can do it. You can do it. I came all the way this year for, to see them people on the ride. While we wait for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift to test again, we're gonna get some FanFest updates over here. This is the entrance sign for Sailor Moon, open during FanFest nights. This will be located over here at the DreamWorks Theater, featuring Kung Fu Panda, The Emperor's Quest in here. So for me, hopefully what they should do is decorate all this area for like for FanFest nights, because over by Waterworld there's a big setup right now for One Piece, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. And look at this, Universal's going hard with the setup. This is obviously the area for the setup for One Piece, because over at Waterworld they're going to be having the One Piece show located over here for FanFest nights. Literally everything's all decked out for one. Dang, there's so much I need to cover. But yeah, they brought back the photo op, the wanted photo op. In here, this is going to be the bar that they're going to have for FanFest nights. Hollywood and Dine, I heard they're gonna serve some food in here regarding to that. But look at the lights actually over here. This is gonna be all lit up at night for the show. Hopefully I can make it to watch One Piece during FanFest, because I am gonna be focusing on all of the stuff. Because usually if it's a longer show, I usually skip out for like the after dark events, like HE10 we had the Purge show, that's why. And there's more setup over there as well, but we cannot get closer to it. But it looks like they're like setting up one of the photo ops, since this area is gonna be like the same photo op setup they had over by DreamWorks Theater last year. So that's gonna be cool to see. I wonder if they're gonna use the Jaws photo op for FanFest. That would be actually hilarious. Because I don't know if there's like shark related in One Piece. Not too sure, but yeah. Guys, there's some reason playing the 60th anniversary trailer for some reason, even though 60th anniversary is over like about 2 years ago. But that was kind of nice to see a nod.
So ask that you were holding on as well for a more secure experience, okay? Now that wraps up all the safety rules, and we're gonna make our way down this hill
some, like, red
that we would call the Universal Movie Timeline.
Red bush,
when we get to the bottom of the hill, we're officially in the movie studio. And at this point in time, we're still in the theme park. We're in the great divide between the upper lot to your left and the lower lot to your right. Your outdoor roller coaster. It will be officially joining the theme park this summer, which is right around the corner. This roller coaster is a part of phase 1 of a 5-year expansion plan for us here at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's going to be amazing. But this roller coaster is going to be called Fast and Furious Hollywood DMZ. I have no shame when it comes to stuff like this. If you see some of this stuff, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm mainly up here looking for Dwayne Johnson.
As of right now, people still walk right now in that area because it's to the extent for Jurassic World. But
like that.
they are covering right now.
Welcome to the front lot, which is the journey through the sound stages. We're seeing our first block of stages here on your left, numbers 11. Here's April 1st. Now, here at Universal, whether it's Universal Pictures, Focus Features, NBC, or our streaming service Peacock, we're always trying to figure out ways to bring content to the world for everyone to enjoy. But that does not necessarily mean that we're not going to collaborate with other major studios to help bring content to the world as well. These stages here on your right, numbers 16 through 19, have been home now for a while to a show called Hacks. That's spelled H-A-C-K-S, starring Gene Smart. It's a Universal Television produced show, but it's one of the HBO board, so that we are aware. We'll go through a series of prompts, then we will leave, we'll exit the building, and I'll come back to you to get an item description and give you the steps to take to retrieve. It is 30 through 33.
This,
30 and 31 are both home to a show on NBC.
Do like some special lighting
it's a competition
projection on the Universal Monsters mural before heading towards the Scooby-Doo experience.
They started out in small. Once we enter this building, there's no ability for us to get out of the tram for any reason unless it's an emergency. So please make sure that you're holding on to all your belongings. If you drop something in here, like I said before, pull down the red cord, hold and exit the building, and then I'll come back to you, get an item subscription, and give you the steps to take. Literally, we gotta go. Got it to 88 pounds. What are we gonna do out of here? Norman, it's not that serious. We're literally leaving. Norman?
Oh no, it's in our
Please just
car.
listen to me for once. It's not that serious. We're literally leaving the area. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh.
There's some barriers that look like barrels, the ones used from Terrifier.
This is the crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. A real 747 that was purchased by production. Steven Spielberg really did lean into action in detail, giving us those suspenseful moments that he knows how to do better than anyone. But when it comes to the Easter egg in movies and shows, which is either a visual or verbal clue, then you don't necessarily catch the first time around. It makes you watch the movie a second or third, and then you start to piece together all those little hidden things. Especially during April and May for Universal FanFest nights, especially if you weren't able to check it out last year. The way that we were represented last year on the studio tour for FanFest nights was bringing to life Back to the Future. We took you guys on a tram, let you off the tram.
My favorite one.
That's Halloween Horror Nights construction. We're heading down to the Laurel lot. They were testing Fast and Furious while we're heading down. But they're not testing with people, unfortunately. I guess they're done testing with actual people. They're just testing it, just cycling the cars now, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get it, but here's some pictures of some people who were here earlier before I got to the park. Yeah, they were part of the Universal team were actually on the rides. Like one of them were like on the first car, like one of them were on the last car and stuff. It was kind of sick, and also you did saw earlier in the video when there was someone on the ride vehicle technically. But yeah, we're gonna head down to the lower lot to get some updates. There's the ride vehicles. There are people on them. No, unfortunately, there's nobody on the ride. Oh well. But that is so cool. It was actually on the news, literally, like in a bit ago. They announced they posted on like somewhere on the news that there was actually people on the ride. Over here, Universal did not announce it, but here at the park, this is going to be used for FanFest nights. Jurassic World, Journey to the Eras will be coming to Universal FanFest nights. Kind of interesting enough, they didn't actually announce this online, but I'm pretty much sure this is like the secret experience for FanFest nights. But nothing whole much, but shout out to Jared Journeys. While he was leaving Mario Kart at the end of the night, they were testing all of the lighting fixtures for Jurassic World Journey to the Eras. It actually looked amazing, the projection mapping, because a lot of people were complaining about the the wall was not gonna look that immersive, but it looks immersive because they have projections. So they're gonna have projections to look like a jungle theme. So at least that will be fixed, at least of the immersive now. How cool! Nothing yet for Horror Nights yet, since they still haven't put a tent. Hopefully they can actually bring this location for HHN. Hopefully. Oh no, at least they have this new area they just opened up after when FanFest Nights is over. They can work on that area for HHN. Dungeons and Dragons, it looks like they're kind of complete now, since all of this is all for HHN. As you just saw earlier in the video, we did got tents. Yes, tents have arrived for Halloween Horror Nights. That's where Scarecrow was last year for HHN of last year. They are starting to work on the layout, as you can see in the video. How cool. And also shout out with my new phone that I got not that long ago, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I can actually get a close-up on all the shots. The facade looks like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. A lot of people are complaining online. I don't mind. Well, I'm kind of mixed right now. I'll say I don't mind to bring it back because I wasn't able to experience it in 2019 or 2022 because my first year of HHN was actually 2023. So pretty much this is gonna be new for me, this house, since it's gonna be like, well, I've already seen videos, but I'm looking forward to like, if it is Killer Clowns, I'm looking forward to like experience it, since I wasn't able to experience it the last 2 years when it was here at the event. But a lot of people are not a big fan because this is a third returning IP, which I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is. What I heard online, shout out to Christian on Instagram, that it might be because due to a licensed IP original, they were not able to get it. So instead, John Murdy maybe actually decided, that's my idea, that's my rumor idea, that they lost the rights for that IP or something from Universal, so they cannot use that IP for that house. So I'm pretty much sure Killer Clowns from Outer Space could be the rumor and the replacement for that I can't even speak right now, for the replacement of that other IP that we were supposed to get for HHN this year. But yeah, that was a mouthful to say. But anyways, we're gonna head down to the lower lot. I'm not too sure we're gonna do Mario Kart because as you can see, yes, there's people waiting on single rider. I'm guessing we're just gonna walk around and maybe do some other rides down here and get the latest updates. Also, they did change one of the posters over here over by the Mummy for the new Illuminations Minions and Monsters movie releasing on July 1st. I've seen the trailer. It's interesting, but I don't know about the story, which timeline it takes place in that movie, which we will find out when the movie comes out, because for me, I thought that they're going to be taking place after Minions Rise to Gru, like maybe grew as a teenager, but this is like a different direction, that movie. So we'll find out when it comes out. I'll see if I do enjoy it. Obviously, it is packed here on the lower lot. Also, there's actually a new update, by the way. There is a photo op for Dungeons & Dragons. Let me show you guys how it looks like. Yeah, we got the photo up here for Dungeons & Dragons opening for FanFest Nights. It's kind of sick over here. I don't know nothing about Dungeons & Dragons. I did experience it last year for FanFest Nights. I know that is Xanathar, obviously. Yeah, but I'm like saying like the story, obviously. Look, I know this is based off of a video game board, but I'm not too sure that much about this IP. But if you guys are coming to FanFest Nights, this is something that you might look for if you're a big fans of Dungeons & Dragons and including the Xanathar. Alright, walking into Nintendo World, I just recently saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I highly recommend watching it if you're a big fan of the games. There's so many references to this movie. I cannot spoil it that much, but it's actually worth it if you're a big fan of Nintendo. And a lot of like, I cannot say too much. I highly recommend watching it now in theaters. Yoshi's still here, but not out at the moment. I think he's like done for the day. But yeah, usually Yoshi meets us over here, but he's pretty much like done for the day. But what we heard that Yoshi might be leaving soon, so he will be returning for FanFest Nights, but I think that'll be it for the daytime guests. And we're back here at the Mushroom Kingdom, here at Super Nintendo World, here at Universal. Never gets old with this view of Mount Beeple and the rest of the land. We're not too sure we're gonna do Mario Kart because single rider's backed up, so I don't think it's not a good idea to be doing that. I just want to walk around since I did technically watch the movie, Super Mario Galaxy movie. I just want to walk around here in celebration of the movie. We got the entrance for Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of the Water Deep, open during FanFest night. So pretty much they're gonna have this the wait time sign there to get into the attraction here. It's pretty much the same attraction. I have a full POV of this from last year, so you can go check it out. But we might pretty much get some small little additions, but I'm pretty much sure it's gonna be the same walkthrough experience from last year. So obviously you're gonna go through there just like during Halloween Horror Nights. We go there for Scarecrow and stuff like that. Also new, we got new popcorn buckets from Transformers. Obviously we got, I guess Optimus Prime is broken. Let me actually show this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Optimus Prime got broken in that side, but anyways. But yeah, this is a cool popcorn bucket if any of you guys are interested. Obviously, El Gato, I'm not getting it. Like I just said, I don't collect popcorn buckets, but it's still really cool. I don't know how much it costs. I cannot see them. Oh, here it is. 35 bucks for Optimus Prime. And I believe there's batteries, well, not included, I don't think so, but they do actually have the lights lit up of his eyes. We got the archway for Dungeons and Dragons. This is actually the bar that we got last year for FanFest nights. It will be back actually this year. We'll be located on top of Jurassic Outfitters, the bar here for FanFest nights. Also, it is confirmed, like I just said earlier, this will be the entrance for Jurassic World, A Journey Through the Eras. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to experience this because they did have a technical rehearsal soft preview of this not that long ago. But I wasn't able to join, so pretty much after the last update I filmed, the next day they actually opened this area. But like I just said, that was not the completed version because during FanFest nights, there are going to be some lights. There are going to be some projection lighting in that area during one of the shows for the Raptor encounter and stuff. Well, now down with the Laurel lot. I did Transformers off camera since I cannot film it, but they're testing Fast and Furious a lot today, even though unfortunately I wasn't able to catch it when they were testing with people earlier, earlier in the video. But really cool.
Can we get the giant donut?
Okay, heading out to the park. The park is already closed now, so we're gonna head out. Update: they actually changed the lights also all down the street here of leaving and exiting the park. They already changed it for FanFest colors. And also, this area is all decked out for One Piece. I do love the area for One Piece. They do decorate it because, like last year, they decorated over by DreamWorks Theater. But unfortunately, I don't think we're. Hopefully, we get decorations in that area because I like it. It's just when this fan zone area was over by DreamWorks Theater, it was the hype over there. It was just so much hype. Hopefully, they had more decorations in that area. But they did bring back all the same stuff from last year over by the Waterworld area, since that's where the show's gonna be. Also, the Wicked store, the Wicked for Good store has closed recently. They did actually remove all the painting that used to be here from everything from Wicked for Good. But yeah, we're not too sure what's going to be its replacement from Wicked. I'm not too sure. I was thinking about FanFest nights, but I would say not really because it's only going to last for a few weeks since the event is only going to be here for a little bit. And then we're going to get Mega Movie Summer. I'll say this should be for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift in here. It only makes sense to be in this area, over here, feature presentation store, since they had all the stuff for Wizarding World, Super Nintendo World, and stuff for the new stuff that came out at the time. All right, we're gonna head out the park. Also, I might finish up the updates at CityWalk, since there's a lot of updates I need to talk about with you guys and show you guys before I leave home. Update: you actually exit over here in this area, over here at the main Universal Studios Hollywood Plaza. Unfortunately, if you guys want to take a pictures with the Universal neon sign, you will not able to do that. If you actually leave the park, if you go to the Frankenstein parking structure, yes, you will. But unfortunately, due to the Universal bubble that's going to be happening here, you might not able to do that anymore. So you're just going to be heading over towards CityWalk. Well, at least it's kind of sad. But for me, I'm happy that we're not gonna have to walk around the security area now anymore, that we can just go straight to CityWalk. That's what I waited it for a very long time. Ever since they put these the security hub over here since almost 10 years ago. Now finally we can actually walk easily over here to the to leave the park. There's a whole lot of Tim teddy bear plushies from the Minions. Obviously Tim the teddy bear, aka Bob the Minions bear. There's a lot of merchandise here inside of the store, outside of the park. Yeah, before ending the video, I want to head over here to the security hub over here, since I don't really actually go to City. Well, I'm starting to do now, but usually when I come to CityWalk, it's like after the park is closing just to get dinner. But I already ate dinner earlier today. But I had a blast here today at Universal Studios Hollywood. Look at this project here. This is actually the new security hub. So soon they're gonna get rid of those security hubs. So when these open, they're gonna get rid of the other ones over there. So at least now we're gonna have this area. But unfortunately, like for the Universal shuttles over there that you can actually see, which actually takes you over to the metro area, which that's where I'm gonna be heading there after the video to head home. But I'm wondering, when these trams, when they finish all this, they are building this road, so I'm figuring this might be for the Universal shuttles, just to head over here. Yeah, I'm actually interested how this is gonna work out when all this is actually finished, when this hub finishes here at Universal. Look at the sunset. Look how bright it is down over there. Look how beautiful it is. And with the iPhone, it's actually quite you can just see the building over there. Wow, look at this. This is so amazing, this phone here. I actually love the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But yeah, this is actually really cool. They already finished up working on the escalators here, and then they're gonna work on more. There's just so much coming here for Universal. Hopefully they do finish this. They're near completing, so hopefully they finish this when Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift opens this summer. Fingers crossed for it. And also right before HHN. I'm pretty much sure this should be all done and ready to go for Halloween Horror Nights. But yeah, amazing. Well, that's going to be it for this video here from Universal Studios Hollywood, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Consider to subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notification bell so you won't miss out a new video here on the channel. That's going to do it here from Universal Studios Hollywood. And see you guys in the next one. See ya!